Most 50th birthday gifts are forgettable. A watch, a nice bottle of wine, a card. But for Jeffrey Epstein's 50th, the gift was something far more valuable, and for those involved, far more dangerous. It was a birthday book, a collection of letters, poems, and tributes from the most powerful people on the planet. Welcome back to the value of questions. While the world has been obsessed with the fight logs, the newly unsealed details from the DOJ regarding Epstein's 50th birthday book give us something the logs never could: the why. This book, reportedly compiled by Ghislaine Maxwell, contains personal messages from presidents, prime ministers, royalty, and tech titans. It isn't just a list of names. It is a map of intimacy. It is a record of who considered themselves a close friend to a man who was already registered sex offender in the minds of many. In the early 2026 document drops, we've begun to see the tone of these messages. They aren't professional. They are fawning. They are grateful. They speak of shared secrets and unforgettable nights. This brings us to a fundamental question about the nature of association. If you were to discover a handwritten, glowing tribute from a world leader to a known predator, how would that evidence force you to redefine the boundary between social acquaintance and moral complicity? Think about that. Is a letter of praise a signature of approval? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The power of the birthday book is that it destroys the "I didn't know him well" defense. You don't write a poem for a man's 50th birthday if you only meet him once in a plane. You write it for confidence. You write it for a benefactor. According to these files, the book was used as a literal who's who of people who owed Epstein or Maxwell a debt of social or political gratitude. It was, in many ways, a roster of the protected, which leads us to a deeper evaluation of the social defense we see so often in the media, based on the intimate and indebted tone found in these letters. Do you believe it is even possible for a public figure to maintain that level of closeness with someone like Epstein without eventually becoming what you would consider a silent partner in his operations? Is there such a thing as innocent intimacy in a web this dark, as more names from this book are unsealed and cross-referenced with the 5.2 million pages currently under DOJ review? The picture is becoming clearer. The birthday book wasn't just a gift. It was insurance. It was a way to document exactly who was in the fold. As we look toward the final releases of the Transparency Act, we have to speculate on the impact of these personal votes. If you had to predict the long-term historical impact of these following personal letters versus the clinical data of the fight logs, which one do you think poses the greater threat to the ultimate legacy of the elite figures mentioned within them? The fight logs tell us where they went. The birthday book tells us who they were. And in the world of power, the who is always the more dangerous question. This is the value of questions. Thank you for watching.